politics often brings out the worst in us. It brings out the nastiest, most bitter, vicious, aspects of human nature, and it lets them flourish. But it doesn't need to. I don't think that's the way it has to be. I think if we approach, political issues and trying to figure out how to run the world, if we approach it from a different kind of perspective, I think it might actually be possible to use that process to bring out the best of us, to elevate the better parts of human nature instead of making us so often any kind of political discussion, any kind of question of how to organize human society and what's right and wrong. Often that makes us into just the most hideous caricatures of ourselves. I don't claim to fully understand why, but I find other people and myself, I find we get kind of twisted into ugly caricatures of who we really are when we delve into politics and the management of the human condition. We kind of there's for whatever reason and I don't know exactly why, there's a distinct pull towards the most extreme kind of aggressive, vicious aspects of who we are when we get political. And I don't know. I think I would like to figure that out. I guess it's, maybe the simplest explanation is the truest, is that it's just, any kind of political argument is, people's passions run so strong, and they get so passionate and worked up about it, and they feel so strongly about, what they think is right and wrong. And that's, that's in and of itself, that's not a bad thing at all. To be passionate about those things, but then the passion, I guess, the passion just turns poisoned, it turns from something invigorating and stimulating and enervating, and it becomes something perverse and bitter and even hateful towards your fellow man. And I don't know, I guess, I think when we're talking about what we think is right and what we think is wrong and how human beings should be organized and behave, I think we need to focus on, the good part of that. Like, what do we want? What do each of us want? What do we have in common? And how can we get it?